So often we think about success in terms of what we gain, think of success in terms of what we have achieved. But true success not only comes from the gains that we've made, but how do we turn back and how do we help the community? Hey, today we're talking about the benefits of looking back and helping the community, the power of giving back. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode, and I'm excited that you're here for day number 56 in our 100-day walk to consistency. I'm glad that you're here. Remember, consistency is our superpower. Each day that you show up, you are building a more consistent, you're building a more self-confident, building a better version of ourselves as we put another piece to the puzzle in our desire and in our quest for success. So let's go ahead, let's start. We'll see you on the walk. So we're talking about the power of giving back, the power of giving back. And as you heard me say as we got into this episode, often we measure our success by how much money we have in the bank. We measure success by what level we've achieved in terms of our career. Are we president, vice president, CEO, CIO? How long we've been on the job and what benefits we have. And those are things that are on our list as we are setting out our SMART goals, right? So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. And all of those are lofty goals, right? So we want to be financially secure. We want to have, we want to be recognized for the benefits that we bring to our company, to our organization, in our families. We want to know that people appreciate us. In fact, I was just in my studio a little while ago and my son looked at, on the wall, I have a dartboard. And I think it's the first time he has seen that. It was in a, the container it came in. And I put it up as I'm redesigning my studio. And he's like, hey, where did you get that? And I mentioned to him that it was given to me by one of the churches here in town. And it was given to me for helping some of their young people during COVID. And of all the things in my studio, there are a lot of things that I have there. But one of the things that I really like, and the reason it's on the wall, is because it was something that was special to me. It was a place where I was able to give back to the community, and they showed that they appreciate it by giving me this dartboard. Okay, so there is a place for all the strides that we've made, a place for all of those goals. But, and no, I shouldn't say but. Also, there is a place in our lives for giving back, and there is power that goes with giving back. One of the big financial gurus of our time that I listen to says that we become wealthy, not just so we can accumulate, but we can become wealthy so that we could turn back and help others. And I really subscribe, not ascribe. I really subscribe to that idea. So today, that's what we're talking about, the power of giving back, how it transforms both you and it transforms your community, transforms those people that are around you. And as always, remember, consistency is your key, right? It is the superpower that we are working on in this space. All right, so the power of giving back. So why giving back is essential to growth? Why is giving back essential to growth? And several reasons. At some point, we each have had someone who assists us, someone who lent a hand, someone who gave some advice, someone who may have been financial, it may have been career-wise. Someone gave us some assistance, whether by teaching us, whether it was a teacher, a mentor, a coach, a stranger, a family member. All of those are people who give back. And giving back is a way to bring that full circle, right? So as we are learning, as we're growing, those people that assist us we then turn back and we assist someone else, and we keep that cycle going. So in order for us to continue to grow, it is essential that we put back into the system that was the system that helped us. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I talked about the tree growing in both directions. And so the tree is growing, the roots system is going down, and the branches and leaves are going up. And there is benefit that the tree is getting from the community, right? So there are other trees that were there, some trees that have fallen, that have decayed, and provided nourishment into the soil that this current tree is growing into. And so part of our process of continuing to grow is providing sustenance, so providing benefit to the community that has been instrumental in our growth. Okay, so when you give back, you don't just help others, you also help yourself. You strengthen your own sense of purpose, you strengthen your own sense of connection, and your own self of fulfillment. Now, I hear people say this all the time, and I say it here, as a thought. Many of us can look back at things that have happened in our past, and perhaps we have had family members, we've had other issues happen with us, and we've spent time building, growing, advancing. If there's not connection, if there's not community, then many of those things that we see and many of those things that we achieve can seem empty. And this is a simple example of emptiness. I remember, years ago, I was with a friend who, for some reason, we had a difference of opinion, and we weren't really talking much. We had spent some time apart. I should say we weren't talking. We had just spent some time apart. And I remember an achievement that I got, and I couldn't enjoy it as much because I didn't have the friendship to go and say, hey, this is what happened. And so, we've since dealt with that. But that happens for us often, where the connection, if it's not there, the connection, the things that happen in our lives may not seem as bright. They may not seem as, I won't say magnificent, because that's kind of a superfluous. But yeah, we are built for connection. We're built for connection. And so as you are growing, as you're changing, as you're moving in your direction, when you turn back to help others, it actually helps you become more fulfilled. It helps you to connect to your roots or connect to a new community. And it brings value both to you and to the community, right? This goes almost like the reverse mentor that we talked about last time. So giving back creates lasting impact. It creates lasting impact. One, it strengthens the community. So when you turn back and help the community benefits because it makes them stronger. And we'll talk about some ways that we can do that here in just a little while. But it makes the community stronger because you are putting back in. It improves your mindset. So generosity shifts our thoughts away from ourselves and shifts it outward. And there are a lot of people who are depressed, who are anxious, who may be going through lots of different emotions and different phases of their life. And helping others brings light. It brings hope. It brings a sense of fulfillment that can lift us out of some of those same thoughts and behaviors and emotions that we currently find ourselves in. Okay, so simply helping someone else, lending a helping hand, can do that. It enhances your well-being. So studies have shown that people who give back experience higher levels of happiness and reduced stress. Once again, right, the benefit of that community, and not just the benefit of community, but the benefit of you lending a hand, for you helping and giving back and nurturing that community, those benefits are immense and they are invaluable to your growth. So right now, you may say, well, I'm on my own and I'm being successful, but imagine what you could achieve. Imagine the sense of fulfillment and benefit and even higher heights that you can go if you are intentional about helping the community. Okay? So there are different ways to help the community. Often we think only about financial, and financial is an important one, but there are several ways that we can help. It doesn't have to be money. It means contributing in ways that really matter. So that's the important thing, right? Contributing in ways that really matter. Maybe that community doesn't need money. Maybe they need, we'll talk about that here. Okay? So number one, share your knowledge. Share your knowledge, share your skills. Teach someone the skills you've mastered. This is huge. They say, give a man a fish, you feed him for one meal, teach him how to fish, and you fed him for a lifetime. This is very, very important, because when we share our skills, we share our knowledge, we teach someone in the community what we've learned, what we've just done is we've helped the community to become self-sustaining. Because if I teach someone in the community, that person learns, and then they teach someone in the community, and that person learns, and then that person teaches someone in the community, and that continues going on and on and on and on. So share your skills, offer career advice, and train someone in your field. If you're good at budgeting, help someone with financing. If you're in real estate, teach someone how to do real estate. If you are a physician, teach someone about health and help them. Maybe they can pursue a career in medicine. Okay? So you're investing in the community, you're building that community. So that's one way to do. So your skills. Mentor and support other people. So becoming a mentor is huge. So I just talked about teaching someone the skills, but how about being there as an advisor? Being there as someone who people can look at, people can tap into as a resource to ask questions in difficult times, to help them with the shortcuts, as we talked about in one of our episodes, right? So you can help prevent some of the time that goes by as someone is learning in this space. You can be a mentor. And so providing that for the community, think of the number of people that you can touch, right? So there are so many different mentorship programs. It doesn't have to be a one-on-one mentorship, but it can be. Maybe you have a group that you are walking through a process, that you are mentoring, and say, okay, we're going to meet once a month. We're going to meet every other week. We're going to meet, and I'm going to teach you the things that I do, okay? And I'm going to be a mentor for you, show you the ropes, right? Encourage and uplift others who need guidance. If you are a professional, help another young professional move up the ladder, right? So that they can now have those check boxes, right? So we talk about finances and career advancement and so forth, but also they can then now turn around and help the community. And here's a beautiful thing about this. When you mentor someone and you're teaching someone in the community, you're helping the community, but the person that you're teaching and person you're mentoring, they see you teaching and mentoring, and guess what they want to do? They want to teach and they want to mentor. And so it is a perpetual motion, right? If you're doing this, because you are building that value into the community, right? So share your knowledge, share your skills, mentor someone and support them. Volunteer your time. Often, there are people who are in leadership positions who have ideas. They've got the financing, they've got the whatever it is, right? They've got the budget, they've got the facility. They just don't have hands on the ground. They don't have feet on the ground. And so you coming in and providing that practical, where the rubber meets the road, that is invaluable, right? I can't tell you the number of times I've been part of groups and organizations where we know what we want to do. We've got the financing, we've got the time, we've got the date, we've got the facility, but we just don't have the hands and the feet for people to go out and help us do that. And so having someone who is doing that for us is so invaluable. So joining local organizations and align with your values is very important. You know, serve the community at events that they may have that's coming up, and you can be here it is, a mentor again, because when people see you, they say, well, if Dr. Woode will come down here and help, then certainly I can do that as well. Okay, so volunteer once a month at a food bank. Simple thing. All right, there are food banks all around, and sometimes they just need people to come pack bags, some people to come dish out a meal, right? They don't need your finances. I mean, they probably do, but in this instance, what they need are those hands and those feet, all right? To wrap the boxes at Thanksgiving, to go out and distribute them, to go out and collect, right? When people are making donations, go out and collect things. So all of that is invaluable, and that really doesn't have anything to do with money, right? Those are non-monetary ways that you can support. But let me not negate the money, right? Let me not negate the money, because money is important. You can be a tremendous benefit to people if you are able to provide for them financially. Many organizations, many communities suffer because they've got ideas, they've got people, but they just don't have the financing, okay? And so you can find those people in the community, those people who are in leadership. They may have a systematic way of giving at your church, in their community organizations, maybe some of those professional organizations that you belong to. All of those are ways that you can provide for them, right? So all those other things are great, but sometimes we just need cash. We need money to, in our operating budget. Here's another thought about the money, okay? So cash money is very important because it lubricates, it runs everything. But maybe there is equipment. Maybe there are other resources, other supplies that they need that you can go out and you can purchase for the community. Okay? Maybe you don't have the cash on hand to say, here's X number of dollars, but you can put that on your credit card and say, hey, I don't have the cash on hand to give you, but here's some supplies, right? And then you are paying that back for yourself, right, on your credit card. Anyway, so just an idea as you are thinking about how can I give back to my community. And you hear me huffing because I'm going up a little hill here and talking. But that's all right. That's what we do. That's how we do. Okay? All right, so those are ways that you can give back. So how does giving back benefit you? Right? How does it benefit you? And we always want the us in there. Okay? So it's great. I love it. I'm helping other people. But how does it benefit me? So giving back isn't just about what you offer. It's about what is given back to you as well. And it deepens your purpose. Remember we talked about alignment, right? It aligns. So giving back helps you deepen what? It deepens your why. So my why is I want to be healthy. Why do I want to be healthy? Because I want to live a long time. Why do I want to live a long time? I want to live a long time because of connection, because of community. You see that? So my ultimate why is whether it's my family, my wife, I want to see my son graduate, I want to see my son get married, I want to see, you want to see your grandson, whatever, you want to teach your granddaughter how to fish. It's about connection. And so when we deliberately, intentionally reach back and we're providing for the community, we are deepening our purpose. Contributing something bigger than yourself brings a deeper sense of fulfillment because it's beyond me. It's beyond me. One of the things that, I don't want to say the ultimate, but perhaps it is the ultimate. We all want to know that we have purpose. We all want to know that we've contributed something to this world. We all want to know that we didn't just come, live our time, and then we're forgotten. And part of reinvesting in the community allows a part of you to live on as long as that community is there. Okay? Now, it doesn't have to be a name on the plaque on the wall for the foundation of the building or an endowment or a scholarship in your name, but by the fact that you helped the community get better, help the community grow, help the community expand, help the community get deeper and wider, part of you is living on in that community, and that provides a deeper sense of your why. Okay? It expands your network. Oh yeah, right? So when you're in community, the people in the community are your people. Automatically. This is the place where you saw value. This is the place where you felt that you wanted to invest your time, your talent, your money, whatever it is. And that creates connections. It expands your network to those people who are in the community, right? When you give, you connect with others. You connect with people who are sharing. You may be asked to be on a board. You may be asked to be on a committee. And all those places that you find yourself in, yeah, all those places are people, right? Now, we talked in yesterday's episode about doing organic mentorship connections. Here's one, right? So you're sitting in a community and you're providing benefit. You're standing on a line serving food. And right next to you, serving food also, who's giving back to the community, is the president of a bank, president of a corporation, the CIO, CFO. There's a realtor, there's a whatever, there's a fitness instructor. And you didn't go looking for that. You didn't go to find that person, but you guys organically are in that space. And organically, that relationship begins to develop. So it expands your network. And it reinforces your own growth. Right? So teaching other people or mentoring other people or investing in other people helps strengthen your knowledge and helps strengthen your skills. As I mentioned yesterday, I love having medical students in my practice because they push me in knowledge, push me to sharpen my skills, to refine my skills, to expand my skills, whatever it is. I love having them. And so when you are providing benefit to the community, when you're volunteering, you're providing financial assistance, you're mentoring, you are in a class. You're in a life class and you're not paying for it, but it's being done once again organically because things just happen. Questions are asked and you get to be part of the answer to that. Your skills are called upon in ways that they would never be called upon maybe in your own professional career, right, on your job, right? I can't tell you the number of times that I've had to think outside the box because I was in a situation where my skills were needed, but it wasn't like in my normal way, right? It wasn't a patient walking in and asking a specific question or having a particular issue. I'm out somewhere. I'm at church, for example. I'm out in the community, and something comes up. I remember we went camping. Was that? Oh, wow. Seems like so long ago. Anyway, we went camping. And so I was part of the health team. And, we went and we took our kids and we were planning to take care of the people that were in our camp. And this was, I forgot how many people were there, maybe 60,000 people or more from around the world. And so we were in that space, and we're like, okay, we're going to take care of our people. Well, what happened was there were other people around us who saw and knew and heard what we were doing. And so one time, just randomly, someone's walking by our camp and started having difficulty. And so we went and we had to take care of that person. That wasn't not part of the plan, right? We had people in our camp who were having different issues that we had to take care of. And so anyway, my point in saying that is that we will be expanded. Our knowledge will be expanded in ways that we never thought possible. And you can do that when you are helping with the community. Okay? All right. So I hope that makes a lot of sense to you in terms of helping in the community, why it's beneficial, how to go about doing it, and some things that you could think of in ways to help other than financing, although financing is huge. Okay? So don't say tell you not to give money. Yeah, communities need money. Okay? All right, so we can't ever go anywhere or finish our discussion without having our challenge. So here's the challenge. You ready? You're going to grab your journal and you're going to start writing. I want you to reflect on how someone helped you in the past. Write about a time when somebody did something that assists you, right? That helped you along your way. Whether it was a word of encouragement, they taught you something, they mentored you, they gave financial support, something that made a difference in your life. I want you to think about that and I want you to write on it. And choose one way that you can give back. Will you be a mentor? Will you go volunteer your time? Will you provide finances, supplies? Will you provide your knowledge and your skills? Some way that you can give back to that community. Make sure that you do that. And I want you to take action within the next week. So this isn't like, okay, I'm thinking about it, and then next month, oh, I found this place. No, within the next week, I want you to make active plans. Well, I should say make active plans. I want you to think about it and act on it within the next week, okay? So you want to reach out to somebody in an organization, in a community setting, and say, hey, I would like to assist, and give them how you can assist. Right? Don't say to them, oh, well, what would you like? What can I do for you? Okay, this is what I can do. I have time on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Wednesdays. I have some finances I'd like to donate. I have some skills that I'd like to help. I would like to mentor someone in your organization. Okay, give that to them. If they don't, so if they say, hey, we don't need those right now, then you say to them, okay, what do you need that I can assist with? Okay? And if you're spreading kindness, make the call, send the message. Now, I love those, spreading kindness. You write a note. I have a lot of patients who, like I have one lady who knits for the babies in the NICU, people who make socks, all kinds of things that are available. And you can look into those and you can be intentional. So now I want you to be intentional about what you're doing, because it brings value to you, and of course it brings value to the community. That's amazing. I love it. And you know what I'm going to say, right? I am going to say that this is one of my favorite conversations. Yes. I know. They're all, and that's what's what's beautiful about Keystone principles and Keystone comments and practices. They are universal, and they can all be the best for what we do. Okay, so giving back isn't just about kindness. It's not just about finances. It's an act of growth. It's an act of commitment. It's an act of self-confidence, and it's an act of resilience. When you contribute to other people, you deepen your experiences, you deepen your purpose, you deepen your why. It expands your impact. It helps you create cycles of success, right? So you're building into the community is helping you, the community is providing benefit, you teach someone in the community, and you make that community self-sustaining. So today, I want you to take a step, be a mentor, offer support, offer financial assistance, offer to give your time, show some kindness. And tomorrow, when you come back, we're going to continue building on these Keystone principles. We're going to provide another piece to the puzzle as we move into a better space, as we become more consistent, as we become more self-confident, as we become more successful. Thank you for joining me for my 100-day walk to consistency. This is Dr. Dwain Woode, Woode with an E. The E stands for endocrinology, and we will see you on tomorrow for day number 57. I'll see you on the walk.